Hey everyone, welcome back to Life After Work. I'm still working on my extension of my worktop. It's going really well. I'm pleased with it. I'll show you the progress here in just a minute. I've got a project I'm starting on today that will go underneath this area over here. So I'll try to get some video on that and put that on this as well. But enjoy, and I'll talk to you again in a little bit. Hey guys, got the top cut here, saw that before, got to put the edging on it, but now I've got the top down at the other end with the peninsula where eventually the paint booth will be. Goes up under there just as I said. Not real pleased with my matchup right here. I've got to work on that, maybe get a little tighter. Truth is, I'm using hand tools. I don't have shop tools anymore. My shop went the way of the warrior 20 years ago, so got to do everything by hand again, just like I did when I started out. But looking good, and I'll let you know that my little Sonny Cat, my little yellow cat, he came out here after we got it all up in place, and he rolled around on it for 5 minutes. It was sort of a cool, wonderful place. And this is where it works. I do it on the floor. I do it I do have a power saw. At least I don't have to use a hand saw anymore. And I've got a chop saw for my edging, so that helps a lot. But without a table saw, you know, you just do the best you can. And here we go. That's it. And the cut over on the right hand side was the biggest difficulty, because I had to make sure there was 3/4 inches in that direction, 3/4 inches in that direction, and 3/4 inches over there, just to make sure that the oak edging fits perfectly. As well as right down here, I want the oak edging to kind of line up with this, but come on, when you do these things 1.5 to 2 years apart, what do you expect? So there you go. And I cleared the doorway, and it's not just this door. Down there is a piece that abuts out, and when it comes up it's got to clear. Well, it clears now by a couple of inches, so when I put the 3/4 inch edging on this edge, I'm still in the clear. And you know, it doesn't matter if it's a 1/16 inch clearance, it's still a clearance, so I don't worry about it. So looking good, and pretty soon I'm going to be in business. One quick update. What you're going to see here is a second piece that's laying on top. That's actually going to be the size of the spray booth, and it's going to be on sliders so that I can slide it in this direction and basically get it where I can just turn my chair right here. So that's going to be a project down the way, but I wanted to go ahead and cut that piece and maybe get the sliders on it. Other than that, I'm ready to put my trim on and start building the display cases. Okay, what we're looking at right here is something I made a number of years back, specifically for this tower computer. I've had it underneath a cabinet where my wife works on her computer stuff. She now has a laptop with a docking station like mine, but this worked really well because I could pull it out from under the cabinet on these sliders and get to the back of the computer. Well, I'm going to take this now and I'm going to put it down here underneath my worktop in this floor area, so that it'll be off the desktop up here and it'll be down there out of the way. And then when I need to plug something into the back of it, I can pull it out. And I'll put in some wire control back here as well. So that's my project. That's where it is. It's going to be fairly easy because I'm using scraps to attach this to, and that'll get some of my scraps out of my way. Okay, I've put my drawer in that's going to hold the computer, and that's that computer right there, so it will come under the table, but it's easy access to the back of it just by pulling that out. Those slides will hold, I think I remember 50 pounds each. I don't know, I just know with two of them, it's had this computer on it for several years and never had a problem. So that just makes it easy to get to the back of it to plug things in. So that is job done. There's that Sonny Cat. He's out here in the garage testing the tabletop out again. He kind of likes to come out here and do his own quality control on my work. So he's given me full blessing so far to proceed ahead. And as long as Sonny's happy, I'm happy. There you have it. That's current status of my model shop build. I'm really pleased with the progress I've made so far. I'm not ready to move my computer down below yet. I'm going to drill a couple of holes for one of these things. I'm sure you've seen them. They're just a wire loom that goes through the top of a desk. Well, I'll have one on the upper desk and one down on the lower desk up under here, so that all of my wires can go down to the back side of the computer. And I'm going to put another electrical circuit in over here, and that way anytime I'm using anything requiring electricity, I can just run it through these wire looms. Now over here underneath this peninsula where my compressor, my little compressor for my airbrush sits, I have an outlet right over here, so that won't be a problem. I'll be able to get plenty of electricity on this side for both the airbrush compressor and for the fan units, exhaust fan. So I'm looking pretty good with this little project. It's not going quite as fast as I wanted it to, but it's going as fast as it needs to go. So anyway, thank you for tuning in again, and please comment below, and if you're not currently a subscriber, subscribe. I'd appreciate it, and look forward to putting something else out here pretty soon, because I really am getting excited about building these display cases. And the only thing right now that I have left to resolve in my mind, I have a standard width that I go on bookcases, because, and I've got one in the other room, the shelves have never sagged in 40 years of using it. But you have to worry about that. If you go too far, then they can start sagging in the middle. Now, if I were to permanently attach them, that'd be one thing, but I'm making mine fully adjustable so I can change it periodically. So anyway, I've got to decide, and if I decide to go longer than my standard, then you know, there are things I can do that will give it some rigidity. I'm not crazy about doing those things, but there are things I can do, and I just have to decide where I want to go with it. And once I decide that, then I can go ahead and start cutting wood. So till next time, this is Life After Work in the STP Model Shop, saying goodbye.